So why y'all didn't tell me that Love Island was back on? Now this is the show that gave us Cordell and Serena, so you know I want to watch it. So last night I did just that. I finished 2 episodes and I want to talk about it. First, let's talk about the cast and first impressions. So we have Taylor and Alandria. We have Ace and the Cuban girl. What's the Cuban girl name? Uh, Ulissa. You can tell just because I forgot her, I already don't like her. Not memorable at all. So Ace and Ulissa, Jeremiah and Huda, Austin and Shelly, and Bella and Nick. So y'all, my first impressions of this cast is that it's a beautiful cast, right? Everybody looks good to me, except for Ulissa. And if you disagree, I don't give a damn. I have directions in the box below on how to reach my ass so you can kiss it. So I really thought that this was a overall beautiful cast. Let's just start with the men. Let's start with Taylor. Taylor is the country guy. He seems very meek, very mild. He definitely seems like a guy that can be molded. He seems like a southern gentleman. So if you like that kind of guy, I think Taylor is a beautiful man, right? And then we have Ace. Ace is short. He's really cute. He's tatted up. He gives like he gives real dude vibes, but he also gives player. He looks like he doesn't know what he wants. He seems like he is indecisive and he wants to play the field. But if this is what you like in a guy, then Ace is that guy. He kind of looked like that dude, that comedian that's in the Tyler Perry new show on Netflix. I forgot his name, but you'll see him. Then there's Jeremiah. Ugh. Jeremiah is just a dream. He's so fine. He's tall. He golden. He's full of melanin. Like, he seems like a gentleman, but I think there's more to Jeremiah that meets the eye. I feel like he's holding back as of right now, but we shall see. Then we have Austin. Austin is like this tall glass of milk. He's a pool boy. He looks like a surfer beach guy. He looks like he's very fun, but also very shy. He looks like he's used to girls taking the lead and he just follows. And that has got him a lot of cooter. And the last guy that we have is Nick. Nick the nurse. Y'all know what? I'm all for a swirl. Like, I'm all for a swirl. I've never done it personally, but I'm down. And if I were down for a swirl, I think Nick would be my type of ice cream that I would like to swirl on in. Nick is fine. Nick is a cutie pie. He's short. He got this auburn color hair. He got like he is just a cutie pie. And him being a nurse is just the cherry on top. I feel like you always need somebody that's gonna care for you. And I think that Nick is that guy. Okay. So that's the guys. First impressions of the girls. The girls were beautiful. Minus Ulissa. I just don't like her. Something about her rubs me the wrong way. So I feel like she's down, dirty, dingy. She just doesn't seem like somebody that I would hang out with personally. And I just got that from 2 episodes. Anyway, moving along, we have Alandria, who is Alandria? Oh, Alandria is the black girl. Very country black girl. She's very pretty, beautiful shape. I'm happy to see when they get really nice looking black girls. These women are beautiful. She's tall. She is forward and direct. She seems honest. There is a thing that she did in there that we'll talk about later that I really didn't like. However, overall, I think Alandria is beautiful. We have Huda. Huda is strikingly beautiful. Like, she catches the eye almost immediately. She has like a exotic beauty to her, right? So I like her. And she also seems like a girl's girl. Shelly. Oh my God. Shelly reminds me of a Halle Bailey. She looks mermaidy. She looks also exotic, and an exotic beauty. I like Shelly. And she's also a girl's girl. All the girls seem like people that I would like to be around, minus Ulissa. And then for the last girl, we have Bella. Bella is like the number 2 girl that I don't get a lot from her. She seems really boring. She seems really reserved. And while that's okay, I'm not sure if she would be a good fit for this type of show. So that's my first impressions on the cast. Let's talk about who they have coupled with. who have coupled up. Do y'all think that we have a Serena and Cordell? As of now, I know initially you would probably think that's Huda and Jeremiah, but I just don't. I just don't. And I'm gonna say the reason why I don't right now is because I don't think that they are being honest with each other. Well, we know that Huda is not being completely honest with Jeremiah because they shared conversation about um housing and where they live. And he kind of talked about his apartment and she kind of talked about hers. And she mentioned that she has two bedrooms and he was like, "Why?" And she was like, "I choose not to disclose that right now, maybe later." And so immediately I was like, "Well, does she have a roommate? Does she have kids?" That's where my mind went. But I could tell from Jeremiah's facial expression, he was thinking like sex dungeon, a room full of whips and chains, or something like that. Because me and dumb. So she did not disclose immediately that she has a child. How do y'all feel about that? Me personally, I feel like there's something that I, as a mother, would share immediately. And not just because I'm a mom, but because that's a huge deal, especially for you being on a show like Love Island. There's something that you should disclose immediately because I think it's unfair to withhold that type of information when you meet somebody. There are deal breakers. And for some people, especially young men, I think they are early 20s maybe, he may not want to be with somebody that has a child. And while some may think that's shallow, I think it's just all a preference thing. And I think that before you decide to lock in with somebody, and it looks like they are locking in fairly early, too early, if you ask me, I think that's something that should have been disclosed. So for that reason, they are not a Serena and Cordell. And I am so interested in going beyond episode 2 to see how he reacts when this information is disclosed. Taylor and Alandria, country boy, southern girl. I think that when she made her list of expectations, like she is not looking for someone that is just financially can take care of her. She was like, I look for other attributes. Like, is he a gentleman? Like, what side of the street do you walk on if we're walking together? Do you hold my hand? Do you ask if I'm okay? Do you ask how my day was? I think I connected with her on that because she also mentioned that money would come. Money can come, money can go. And I feel like that as well. That's definitely the type of dater that I am. But I do find myself running into men that lack care. And so now that I found that, I want to hold on to it, right? And so I connected with Alandria on that. And Taylor, he seems like a nice guy, a fairly nice guy. But to me, I get that he can be easily ran over. He reminds me a lot of Cordell. He reminds me a lot of Cordell. So I hope that he does have a voice and he is unafraid to kind of speak up because I do feel like Alandria is a very dominant woman, and dominant women don't like a man that they can overpower all the time. I hope that he can pull up his britches and be like, "Look, girl, go sit your ass down when need be," because I think that is somebody that she needs ultimately. Let's go Ace and the Cuban girl. First of all, the Cuban girl, I keep calling her the Cuban girl, Yulissa. Yulissa stole Ace from Shelly. So if you watch the show, you will see that. Do I think that Shelly and Ace would have made a better couple? From first eye view, yes. Long term, absolutely not. Yulissa came and kissed Ace and he went for it like immediately, which is fine. This is what this experiment is for. I don't think Ace is looking for a serious relationship. I think he says he is, but I think he's more of a fun guy. Like, have fun with that man. But as far as something serious, I don't know. I don't see it. And her, I think she should have been a bombshell. She seems like a troublemaker. I don't see her as a main cast type of girl. Moving right along. Austin and Shelly. I think Austin is a fun guy as well. I think he is spoiled when it comes to the ladies. I think he is used to getting what he wants from ladies without having to ask. I think that Shelly is a woman that knows how to drive the car. She knows how to take the wheel. She knows what she wants. And I think she kind of plays the field and she kind of feels these guys out before she says, this is the one that I want. I think that there was obviously an initial attraction to her with Ace. I think she likes a bad boy. I think that she likes a boy that will take the lead so she doesn't have to. And I think that Ace gives her that. But I think Ace is her typical type. I think that there's somebody that she's used to dating. So I don't want that for her. Surprisingly, I think that Shelly would need a guy like Austin. I think that while they don't connect sexually immediately, I think that if they explored a little bit more, she would learn to like him. But I think she would ultimately realize that he's this surfer pool guy that just wants one thing. That's what he gives me. I do want to say the new guy that came in, Charlie, I think that Charlie is the type of man that Shelly needs, and I don't think she's interested. I feel like oftentimes the man we need, we don't want. I've had that before, right? I let a good guy slip away before, and he was exactly what I needed. I didn't know how to receive it because it wasn't what I was used to. So, Shelly girl, keep playing the field. She says she feels like she's in a triangle with Ace, Austin, and Charlie. Out of those three guys, I think she would definitely be better with the new bombshell, Charlie. What do y'all think? Bella and Nick. I think that Nick is a very nice guy. I think that he is typically the guy that follows. I would like to see him take charge more. And I think I did see that towards the end of episode 2. But he definitely needs a more dominant girl that is not afraid to make the first move. I feel like he's a gentleman. He's a nurse. So he's a person that's always going to provide care. He needs somebody that's dominant and emotionally available. I really like Nick. I don't know what it is, and I hope he don't disappoint me, but I really like Nick. I don't like Bella for Nick. I don't know who Bella would be a good fit for. I think she needs to be a contestant on The Bachelor. I just think she needs to exit the island immediately. So, what are y'all thoughts about the couple? Are there any Serena and Cordells? Are there any Janaes and Kenny? Like, what is it? What's going on? So, y'all, the two new bombshells came into the building. I think that was episode 2. The bombshells, what was the girl's name? Sierra was the girl, and Charlie was the guy. Sierra is also beautiful. She seems fun. She connected with Nick. She took him to the hideaway. And the new guy, Charlie, he took Shelly to the hideaway. Nick and Sierra makes a really good couple. I really like their chemistry. The conversation seemed to flow naturally. He was super happy to get somebody that finally kissed him. Of course, I told you he doesn't seem like a first move kind of guy. So the fact that Sierra was kind of fun, she didn't make things too serious. She kissed him immediately. That really lit a spark in him. And I think it woke him up to this process like, hey, I don't need to settle with just conversation. I want to kiss. I want to put myself out there. And I think she really held his hand and led him into this process for real. So I really liked that for Nick and Sierra. After the hideaway, Shelly was honest with Austin about sharing a kiss with the new guy, Charlie. I really liked that. I think that they could really be something that they least expect, but I just don't think Shelly's that into him. I think she needs to keep digging. I like that about her. They also had a challenge, y'all, where everyone was blindfolded and they asked everyone, like, if you want to explore someone outside of your couple that you're coupled up with, I'm going to tap you on the shoulder. At that point, remove your blindfold and then go kiss the person that you would like to explore. So I had to write some of these things down so I can remember y'all because I'm super bad with names. So let's see who kissed somebody else. Alandria kisses Ace. Shelly also kisses Ace, which was not their first kiss. Shelly likes Ace. Nick kisses Alandria, and Ace kisses Huda. Ace is a troublemaker. He knows that Huda is really into Jeremiah. Jeremiah is really into Huda. I think he did that shit to just shake the table. I really don't think he's interested in Huda. What do y'all think about the people who got up to kiss somebody else? Honestly, I was happy that they are playing the field. I am typically one of those people who put all of my eggs in one basket, and that has been to my detriment most times. So I would really like to play the field, but some people are just relationship one woman's man's type of girls. And so I understand it. But coming on a show like this, I definitely would maybe spend the first 2.5 weeks like just exploring other conversations, and then maybe coming back to my initial person and saying, so hey, I played the field. I think I have a stronger connection with you more than anybody. How do you feel about us continuing what we started and then lighting this, well, lighting this little candle stem? So I think I would do that just based on my history of always getting it wrong by going with the first thing that I find that I like. How would y'all play the field? Are y'all a play a fielder, eggs in one basket type of person? Like, what y'all think is? Oh, y'all also, the two bombshells came in and kind of kissed everybody. So the people were confused about who kissed who. Did y'all notice that Jeremiah questions Huda's loyalty? He was kind of jealous about, hey, did you get up? And she said she didn't get up. But when he went to talk to the other guys about who kissed who, I feel like they were trying to convince him that maybe Huda did get up and kiss them. So that made him second guess what she told him she didn't do. So this is going to be interesting, just seeing how trust is already being tested even after like the first week. This is a very interesting show. I love it. I love it. So at the end of episode 2, y'all, Ariana Maddox, which is the host, she gives everyone the option to, if you are interested in one of the bombshells, please stand up. Y'all, why every guy, with the exception of Jeremiah, went up and stood by Sierra? Girl, oh, baby. You could see the tension on those girls' faces. And so Huda trying to kind of console Alandria was like, it's okay, girl, I got your back. It's okay, girl, I like you, I got your back. Alandria's reaction made me side eye her. It's kind of a mean girl. She was like, oh, girl, don't even do that. Oh, girl, don't even do that. We'll talk about it later. Now, that could have been interpreted different ways, but I think I interpreted it the same way that Huda did, because they showed Huda crying, saying, why would she do that to me? I was just trying to be there for her. Like, I don't like that. It was weird. And I thought it was weird, too. And Alandria played dumb when the other girls was telling her, hey, Huda took what you said another way. She was like, no, I didn't mean it that way. I meant it like, girl, no, don't do that right here. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it offshore. We gonna talk about it, and we gonna give all the tea at that point. She said she meant it that way. It just goes to show that we can be in the same room, see the same thing. Somebody could say the exact same thing to the both of us, and we take it differently. I think this is a classic case of that. So I hope they can work it out. As for the girls, no girl stood up to leave their coupleship with their mate for Charlie. And I was a little bit disappointed. I thought that Shelly would have gotten up. I thought that her and Charlie made a connection, but I guess I was wrong. What do y'all think? I love Charlie's accent. I thought that he had meaningful conversations with each of the people that he connected with. So I was shocked that none of the women picked him. So that pretty much left all the guys vulnerable. All the guys who got up that Sierra didn't select, because ultimately she selected Nick to couple with. So that left everyone else who got up vulnerable. And I guess vulnerability means elimination in this show. But that was my take of episode 1 and 2 of Love Island. What are y'all initial thoughts about the cast? Who did you like? Who did you not like? Do you see a Serena and Cordell? What are your predictions? It's so much to unpack, y'all. I love this show. I didn't start watching it until the last season. That was the first season of Love Island that I watched. And I think that was the first season it really put them on the map. I think it was the first season that went viral. A few of those couples are still together. So I'm super excited to see what this season brings. Also, drop down in the comments. What do y'all think that Jeremiah's reaction is gonna be to Huda's son or daughter, child, whatever she has? What do you think his reaction will be? Again, I'm episodes behind. I'm gonna try to catch up to the latest episode between now and the next 2 days because y'all probably are way ahead of me. But if you haven't, please drop down in the comments. Do not spill the beans for me. Did I say like and subscribe? If I did not, please do that. Like, subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.